Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab. What I do for you? Oh, I got something nice for you today. All you God lovers, you know how we do it. Let's go. Writism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message and story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receiving them. We got a good thing going. Let's continue it. Right thinking mission. That's what I'm on. Appreciate you. Is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinkers' way of life through mental and spiritual discipline employed daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission, that all right thinkers know thyself. That's why I do what I do for you every day to help you get there. Knowing thyself is the goal for all right thinkers. Let's rock. Know thyself is the question. And one of these persons are you, but do you know that? Let's go. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got you. A person who knows not and believes that they know, dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep spiritually. I can awaken them. I'm a spiritual law clock here to wake you up knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons, they reside in you, right there. But know thyself. And to my eye, be true. You heard of weird science? Let's talk about God science. I hope you're gonna get this message. I'm trying to break it down for you, see if you can get the concept. All right, let's go. Right thinkers, let's talk about God science. Is right thinker philosophy. Mm-hmm. Watch this. Let's go. God science is the way to prove that God exists for all those non-believers. See, I can take a skeptic about God and take care of that problem real quick. Take a deep breath. You don't believe in God? Take a deep breath. Now hold it. When you can't and you exhale, that's God talking to you. Let's go. So all that, no, I ain't gotta do a whole bunch of that. Common sense. You can't make air. You can't breathe without exhaling and inhaling. If you inhale, you're going to have to exhale. Okay, that's life. God is all. Yeah, the all, the absolute supreme being. We call him a whole bunch of things, but God is the title represent those things. The Egyptians call it the Netter. Netter ruled all encompassing one, because they're things that you got to have to make you God. Okay, that's how you get the title. Let's go. God has total control. Oh, excuse me, no. God is all, yes, but how can you prove it? I tell all my right thinkers, live right, do the right thing, and you'll receive things that you wonder where they come from. So for you believers, you can believe, but when you live your belief, meaning doing righteous, virtuous lifestyle, good deeds, and you'll be blessed too. So it don't make a difference what you call yourself. The important thing is in what you do. And he recognized that. Why? Because he's in you. Did you know that? God ain't up there. He ain't out there. He's right there. That's the first step to knowing thyself. That's what I try to teach you. Whoever put God out of man, I want to find him to put my foot in his butt, because he did y'all a great injustice, believing that God is up in heaven somewhere. That nonsense. Let's get to the lesson. I'm trying to make this lesson clear for you about God. Because believing in God don't mean jack. Serving God. Be obedient to God. That's the proof. What you doing it for? Oh, I'm getting blessed. I know why I live right. I know why I do right. Do you? And when you're doing wrong, I knew then I was doing wrong. But there's a price and a consequence that come with that. Just like you get rewarded for doing good, you're going to get punished for doing bad. So Your choice. Again, let's go. I'm trying to give you information so you can make a better choice for yourself. Remember, I do what I do for you. God made man so that what? Man can make God. We had everything here, but nothing and nobody was praising and worshiping him. I need some accolades going now. So he created man, we created him. Why? We had to recognize him by what? The conscious gifts that we got to survive. That's why the spirit is here, so we understand that. Let's get move past that nonsense. Understand you are God and God is in you. My goal is to get you to understand that for yourself. You got to believe it. Prove it. God gave me knowledge, spiritual job to teach those ignorant ones about him. Also, my goal is teaching right thinking philosophy to get those who don't know God to know God for themselves. I don't care about religion you practice. I don't care what faith you believe. That's none of my business. But spirituality, trust me, religion is for those who scared to go to hell. Spirituality is for those who been through hell. Ain't no fear here. Let's go. I teach the science of God, aka God science, or right thinking philosophy. Why? Because my whole goal is to get you to know God, but you have to serve him. You can't believe in him and not serve him and think you're gonna get something because you believe in God. If you believe in him and you serve and be obedient to him, you will be rewarded. So if you think because you believe in him, because you're Christian or you're Muslim or Jew, that he's blessing you, no, it's the deeds that you put in. Come on now. That's what I'm saying. I ain't got time to try to do no, simple that. You do right, you get blessed. As a parent, don't we do our kids when they get good grades, we hang them on the refrigerator, be so proud of them. Yeah, God is the same way, just not informed. So he give you things that you need to let you know that, yeah, I'm seeing you, I got you, I see you. Those are blessings, we call them. And only the people who live right get blessed. So if you ain't living right, you don't know about no blessing. But then again, every now and then you think this luck change, I'm getting luck. No, when you do something right, you might not even know you're doing something right. Half the time you're doing so much wrong. But when you do something right, you got to be rewarded. No good deed go unrewarded. No bad deed go unpunished. You get it? I call it teaching spiritual knowledge. Spiritual conscious, God conscious, giving you scientific proof that God exists. Nature, God. Spirit in you, God. Conscious that you read, the higher conscious, God. He give it to you so you can figure yourself out. If not, he ain't no use for you. You can believe in God all you want. That means you really are ignorant, aka don't know God for yourself. I believe in God. Why? Well, I'm a Christian. That's what he told me to do. What is your experience with God? Did you have your but God moment? Did you have that conversation with God? Oh, what are you talking about? Oh, you don't know about that? Start living right. Practice Maya. You'll find out. Why? Because if you live right, he'll come to you. Simple as that. Where we at? A believer in God is harder to teach than a non-believer in God. Why is that? Because when you believe what somebody told you, you ain't trying to hear what somebody trying to tell you. And what they told you is not all it says to be, aka a lie. Well dressed, look like the truth. But when it ain't all that, and the truth come along, you're gonna fight the truth, right? You're gonna fight the truth tooth and nail. Why? Because you believe what you got here. I understand that. So I'm trying to break that trend by just using lessons as of enlightenment to give you something to think about. I ain't trying to do nothing but get you to know yourself. So my goal is to tell you the truth. The non-believers can be shown proof instantly. Yeah. And he might get it and change his life. Why? If you claim to know God and your life is still the same way, you lying. That's a life-changing scenario for those who believe or have faith, whatever you want to call it. But when you make that connection with God and you become one, you know that he's in you because he's talking to you, he's blessing you, all those indicators that something's going on. Okay, yeah, God in you. When you understand that, you will change how you live. Why? When I know that if I do this, I'm gonna get that. I've been doing that for the last 10 years. So I know better than anybody. If you change, it ain't cause somebody made you. It ain't cause nah. You change because you've done something to make that happen. Something had to happen. You don't just wake up, I want to change. No. It's life situation. Trust me. So most of y'all come to God broke down. Y'all come and beg and ask and hope and plead, but you ain't putting no work in. If you put the work in, it'll come to you. Okay? Even if you're in prison. Good deeds will make a difference. Yeah, you still get your blessings. Okay, understand that. That's how the game is played. Where we at? But that diehard believer, and I love you guys and girls in Christ. I don't have a problem with that. But don't be so hell bent that you don't want to hear truth, because what you believe needs to be worked on. And half the stuff you don't know what you believe and why you believe it. But I'm just trying to educate you on what the truth is, and you can make a decision from that point on to do what you choose. That's all. But if you don't know, it's hard to do it. I know, so pass it on. Studying of God, theology. That's the science of studying of God. The hidden one. Everybody got one. Different names, same God. Let me talk right quick. Theology is science you can use to what? That can prove God exists. The existence of God, excuse me, in you. That's right then philosophy go. To get you to know that. It's know that self. If you are God, the essence of you is God. Once you know that, you know you and you know God. Hello. That's the concept. It ain't that hard to figure out. Now, I can prove that the God you religious people, believers, in is in you also. Because you don't know that, doesn't mean that's what it is. Being ignorant means you don't know. And if you are a believer in God, you don't know what God is, really. Because if you become a knower of God, you know He's right here. So trust me. Just you ain't got to change religion. I go to church every week to fellowship and worship with God for the people. I don't subscribe to what they do outside the church. Got to. I got my own stuff, but I will fellowship. Why? Because it's all God. So the good people, you fellowship and worship with them. That's all. Ignorant believers in God, from the biblical aspect, won't believe anything contrary to what they believe. Forget it. That's why I tell you, if they believe, they know, let them go. Why? They dangerous because you got to fight. I ain't trying to fight to teach you. Perfect example. If I can swim and you can't swim, and you're in a position where you're drowning, and I come to help you, and I ask you or tell you, stop fighting, and you continue to fight, I'll let you drown. Why? I'm not gonna let you drown me. I'm not gonna let you take me down with you. I can help you. You can't help yourself. That's why I'm here to help you with knowledge of self. That's the concept. That's what I want you to understand. I ain't trying to do nothing but help you. But you keep swearing, okay, I'm done. I'll let you go. So I don't force the purposes. I don't force right thinking philosophy on nobody. I just offer it as an alternative way of thinking about yourself and way to get to know yourself. I know that. Okay, that I do know. So trust me. That's all I'm trying to get you to understand. Know yourself. If you're a Christian, Muslim, or Jew, take your belief out and use your brain. Use your common sense. Use your intellect. That's all you gotta do. If you choose to just believe and not want to know, that's a you problem. In that movie with Tom Cruise telling Jack Nicholson, we want the truth. We want the truth. Some young Christians can't handle the truth. Why? Because you believe a lie. So the truth is harmful to you. Oh, the truth just you can't intolerate that. I ask a question, hypothetical. What if all the stuff you believe is wrong? Can you conceive that? That's a problem for you believers who just unbelief, get knowledge. I got that for you. That's what you tune in for. I got the knowledge for you. I ain't trying to fight with you. Right this. Listen, right thing philosophy is spiritual truth. That what you can learn and then live by. That's all I did. I got 30 years doing this. I know this. So to tell me something different, waste your time. I'm not trying to hear what you're telling me about what you. This last month, no. I'm the teacher. And when it comes to right thinking philosophy, I'm the teacher. I ain't got to listen to nothing. You should be listening to me. I know what I'm doing. You just thinking, hoping, and wishing and believing. I don't do none of those. So understand that when we're talking, I know what I'm talking about. And if you don't know what you're talking about, I'm gonna, I'm gonna do you. Okay, I'm gonna make you look kind of bad. So have your stuff together, please. That's all. Don't come to me with a bunch of stuff that I ask you. Stuff like that. Moving on. God, sciences, having proof. Okay. Now, right thing philosophy teaches you spiritual truth. God will do the rest. When you do the right thing, take care, home, take it, or without take the deceit, the sneaky nonsense out that you so full of, take that out for a week of your life. Live my out. Live right thing of philosophy for a week and see if some things don't change in your life. For you. I ain't gonna do it me. I do it every day. I know what happens. So I'm trying to get you to understand. I ain't just blowing smoke. I ain't just talking trash. No, I'm trying to give you something you can use. Moving on. Let me wrap this up. Yeah, I'm getting too mouthy. Let me wrap this up and get this done. Where am I down here? Okay, here you go. Philosophy, mythology, theurgy, astrology, ast- astrology, astrology, excuse me. Okay, and zodiac. All those are things that the Bible portray. It ain't real. It's all stories and lessons, philosophical lessons, mythological stories to get you to educate you to know yourself. As you think right, so will you know thyself and God are one, and they exist in you. There is no other God. And I hear y'all saying about God told him, yeah, I'm a jealous God. And no, no, no. God know he's God. He ain't compete with nobody. We bring in that element of what? The devil with Judean Christianity. The Egyptians that had a concept. We know it's chaos. Okay, we know it's ignorance of yourself. So we knew that knowledge of self was the way to know God. Having knowledge of philosophical points of view, principle that you live by, ethical, moral codes that you stand on, those ways to get God's attention by performing good deeds. It's been that way since the beginning. It ain't changed. I just went back and got the concept. I'm using that, and it still works. I can guarantee that. So that's what I'm trying to show you. I'm the proof with that. Mike, God knows he's God, and God alone. So if you talk to God and he tells you, I'm a jealous God, have no God before me, that ain't God. I don't use belief system. I have no use for a belief system in anything or one without proof. If you can't give me substantial proof, I know with my Egyptian study, I got all the proof I need to stand on and be committed to what I think, not what I think, what I know at this point in time. I studied, I perfected it, I mastered it, so I know that. I don't know the Bible. I don't know the Christian doctrine. I haven't studied that. I mastered my philosophy, ancient Egyptian concepts. So understand that. Then the proof is there for you to know. All right. And what I don't use beliefs and system in anything or without proof if it's or I don't know what that is. I don't know what my writing is. But I know if there's no proof, I can't roll with it. And you can't give me proof from the religious aspect about God. Don't have no use for that because your concept is yours. You use that, no problem. It just ain't no use for me. That's what I'm saying. I got no problem with you guys. Like, what is this? The art of self mastery is what? To know thyself, aka God. Who? For yourself. How can you do that? By living righteous and virtuous life. Stop. Daily. That's all. No, that's it. Not good. No, no, not get degrees, not become no, just live right. Simple as that. Yeah, it can't be that simple. Yes, it is. Okay, wow. Now, because you believing in God is not God science. No, but God ignorance. Religious people are God ignorant. Why? Because they believe something, a system that's based on just belief. I don't subscribe to that. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of stuff I give you from what I know, y'all don't know nothing about that, but it's part of your religion that you profess to believe in. Get knowledge and understanding of what you're following. That's what I did. I mastered this. Okay, moving on. Let me wrap it up. I appreciate you tuning in. Still going too long. Sorry about that. Let me wrap it up. I think right. That's why I know God. I live right. That's why God know me. It ain't that hard. Wrapping it out. Wrapping it up. Excuse me. If you do right, I can tell you, like Spike Lee said, just do the right thing. You will be rewarded by who? Okay, AKA blessed, and that's a fact, not a belief. I don't believe God will reward you. I don't believe that you'll be blessed if you live right. I know that. The belief in God is not enough to hold those egoistic, fake believers accountable for their actions. Why? Y'all preachers sleep with the congregation. You're stealing money from the people. You're living off the people. You ain't living right. You ain't doing right. God recognized that, but you would get yours when it's time to do it. But right now, you can enjoy life. Yeah, you're getting it all. I know how that goes. But you'll pay for your transgressions against God because you know if you claim to be a God-fearing man, you know what God wants. You know how to be obedient, and you know you're not doing that. I ain't got my eye on, but he sees you. I see you. I know he sees you. Moving on. If you practice right thing with philosophy, aka my philosophy, you are responsible and you will handle things that you're supposed to do. Why? It's all on you. Told you. Do what you gotta do. Remember, every action I read has a what? Opposite and equal reaction. You reap what you sow. If you put good out, you can only get good back. You do the right thing, you good. You think you can sneak and peek and steal and lie and cheat and think you're gonna get something? No, you don't prosper. That's the weapon against God that don't prosper. Why? He don't bless liars, cheaters, and stealers. Okay? No blessing for you. Last one. I know God exists in me. I know why. Because I mastered myself to know me and God are one. That's right thing of philosophy. That's what I teach. That's what I live. That's what I'm trying to get you to know yourself for yourself. I got more for you. I'll be back.